And joining us on the line, great to welcome to Flow for the first time, very talented young vocalist. We've got Charlie Mitchell. G'day, Charlie. How you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Have I got you out of a lesson or what's going on? Because I understand you're at school.
No, it's lunchtime here, so it's free time.
Oh, that's good. You're talking to me at lunchtime. I thought you might be sort of singing or practicing or doing something else. So I feel fortunate. But what do you normally do on your school lunches?
I just sit around with my mates, eat lunch.
Just do the normal kid things.
Yeah, normal stuff.
So tell me, Charlie, when did you discover this voice of yours?
Well, I've always enjoyed singing, and I've always been told that I have quite a good voice. But it was about maybe 4 years ago when I started going to vocal lessons that I found out that I have quite a good voice.
What is your octave range?
Pardon?
What is your octave range?
Ooh, I would have no clue if I'm honest with you.
Well, that gets rid of all the technical questions and we can tear them up.
Oh, thank God.
But no, I was just sort of intrigued because I know some singers have like a 3 or 4 octave range and that, and you've got a wonderful voice, so I just wondered what yours was. So,
yeah.
But that is fine. So you've got a bit of a different style, though. You've got a bit of a crooner style. Was that just natural that it came that way, or did you hear it and decide that's what I want to sing like?
Yeah, well, I started off when I first started singing, just doing the normal pop music, like everyone usually starts off with. But a friend of mine who does that kind of music, the crooner music, introduced me to it, and it kind of just rubbed off on me, and it became my main genre that I do.
Yeah. So how does it feel? Because you're only 16 or 17 now, is that right?
I'm 16 at the moment.
16 at the moment. Wow. So you're 16, and I understand you've been singing songs of the late great Frank Sinatra, who was a favourite of my parents, and I love his voice. So how do you connect with a song that was done by Frank way back in the 50s and the 60s?
Yeah, it's really weird. It's quite easy because Frank Sinatra's songs are so his songs tell stories.
Yep.
And they're quite easy to connect to. It's just I guess it's just natural, really.
Yeah. Well, he was renowned for being very fastidious and very particular about the arrangements for his songs, which would obviously help you in sort of learning them and be able to perform them again. So have you learned, just by those arrangements, what have you learnt about his music and the music that you love singing?
What have I learned?
Yes.
Well, I've learned that it's a lot of fun. I just recently performed with a 17-piece big horn band, and the feeling you get performing with that big band is absolutely insane. Really, it's that's really why I like this genre, because it's the feeling you get from it. The joy. It's a lot of fun.
Well, that's something that Michael Bublé, who I'm sure you're aware of. He's a modern-day crooner as well. That's one of the things that he said, is just when you get that big band and you're playing these songs and you're singing these songs, they take on a whole new life, and they're just so great, and there is such joy in singing them and performing them. So you're not alone with that sentiment.
Yeah, no, it's true.
So you've gone from busking to performing with this 17-piece band, and that's you've got to be good at singing and doing that, but which I'm just sort of trying to picture it. There you are busking in the local shopping mall, and then you're on stage with a big band. So that is two polar opposites.
Yeah, it was for International Jazz Day.
Yep.
But it's really weird going from just singing on the side of the street to a big crowd in front of you with a big band and lots of noises, and it's pretty crazy the difference it makes when you're performing with a band.
It's a lot of fun with the band behind you as well.
Yeah.
And you're out the front, mate. You've got nowhere to hide if you get it wrong too.
No, exactly. That's the point. Yeah.
So what are these crooner songs? What are your favourites that you love performing?
Probably New York, New York by Frank Sinatra is one of my favourite songs. Also, That's Life by Frank Sinatra as well. Orange Colored Sky by Nat King Cole. Just the classics, really. Yeah,
there's so many and so many favourites, and just bringing back some memories of Sundays with my parents when they would put on the Frank Sinatra music to listen to. So
yeah.
Now, you've got a new song out, which is really so different from the Frank Sinatra stuff and the crooner stuff you've been performing. But so tell us about this new song of yours. It's called Even After It, and the fans will get to hear it, the Flow listeners will get to hear it shortly. But tell us, how did that all come together for you?
Yeah, so it was quite weird, actually. So a singer by the name of Brian Evans in the States saw a video of me doing a cover on social media, and he liked what he heard, so he messaged us and said he'd like to do some work with us. Yeah. Anyway, we kept on talking with him, and he mentioned that he's done some work with the producer Narada Michael Walden, which is insane because he's produced like Whitney Houston, Elton John, Mariah Carey, Carlos Santana. So, some really massive names. And then we got talking to Narada, and that's when he agreed to do some work with us, and that's how the song got produced by Narada Michael Walden.
Wow.
And the song's actually about Brian Evans and Jesse Stenger. They co-wrote the words, and I wrote the music.
Oh.
And it's about Brian's mum who passed away during surgery. So it's about loss, and it's like a conversation you're having with your lost one. Yeah. So it's quite a meaningful song when you really listen to it and listen to the words. It's but many people have had their own interpretations of the song. Like some people think it's a love song or a song about relationships, which is quite funny actually.
Yeah. When I listened to it, I didn't get that. I got that it was about loss and I thought it was a lot closer to you. I thought it might have been like your grandmother or something like that. But so thanks for filling us in on a bit more of the backstory of that. But certainly covered it well. And anyone that says that they cannot pick the emotion in it, well, I don't know what they're listening to. So you.
Yeah, no, it's a good song.
That it is a good little song for you. And so how did you actually go through the process of recording it? Did you go over and be in the same studio with Narada, or did you do it remotely?
Yeah, it was done remotely. So Narada's based in San Francisco in a studio, and we just recorded at a local recording studio in Burley, and he tapped in via Zoom and took control of the recording desk.
Yep.
And we did it all just like that, just via Zoom. It was, it took a little bit to set up, but it worked, so that's good.
So what sort of advice was he giving you in the vocal booth?
Oh, Narada's a very wholesome guy. He's very kind, and he was telling me to sing from the heart, Yeah. Sing like you mean it.
Did he give you any tips or any extra advice? Because some of the names that he's worked with, and I noticed that he's also worked with the likes of George Michael and Barbra Streisand, and we know Barbra Streisand's got a great voice. So did he give you any advice that he may have shared with them? Did he share that with you?
Maybe open my mouth more when I'm singing.
That's a very handy piece of advice too.
Yeah.
Well, Charlie, you're at school at the moment, and you've got this great song out. But what's coming up next for you? And then obviously you can finish school this year. But what's the future plans? What's it starting to look like?
Well, we have quite a lot of projects, I guess, we're working on at the moment. So the next thing to come out is maybe another single, or it'll be an album, I guess.
Okay. Is this going to be more like the current song we're about to hear shortly, or is it going to be more crooner sort of stuff? What's it going to be?
Oh, we're going to be, because it's a song that it's a genre that I don't usually sing.
Yeah.
But the album is going to be like a transition into the crooner sort of music.
Okay. Is this going to be classics, or there's going to be some new songs in there?
Well, it's going to be all originals, I'd say, but there might be like one or two covers of like classic crooner songs.
Yeah, we've got a few favourites. Come Fly With Me is one of my favourites, but
that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a really good one. Well, hopefully you might do that
Yeah.
Well, mate, good luck with school. Hope all's going well, and enjoy the rest of your lunch break. But we've got your song here ready to go for all our Flow listeners. If you could please introduce it for us, and thank you so much for spending time with us today.
Yeah, cool. Thank you. It's been a pleasure. This song was co-written by Brian Evans and Jesse Stenger, produced by Narada Michael Walden, and sung by Charlie Mitchell. This is Even After.
It rained today. When someday came and life will never be the same. Your book's side chapter came too soon. It's stillness in a spinning room. Even after you're gone, even after this song, even after what feels so wrong, you belong. I'll be waiting for you. I'll be waiting for you. Oh, I'll be waiting for you. I know you hurt today. Let me take your pain away. May feel things won't be the same, but I'll be seeing you soon. Oh, it's stillness in a spinning room. Even after you're gone, even after this song, even after what feels so wrong, you belong. I'll be waiting for you. I'll be waiting for you. Oh, I'll be waiting for you. I hope you hear my voice in all your yesterdays. I hope I helped you with what I have to say. Oh, because today you've been in so much pain. Even after you're gone, even after this song, even after what feels so wrong, even after you're gone, even after this song, even after what feels so wrong, you belong.